This season is changing you in invisible ways. You are becoming more aware of what truly matters, more careful with your energy, more honest about your emotions. You're learning that peace is more valuable than approval, that protecting your spirit is more important than pleasing everyone around you. These lessons are not random. They are shaping your future self. One day, you will look back at this chapter differently, not with bitterness, but with understanding. You will realize that the pain forced you to slow down and listen to yourself for the first time in years. It forced you to stop chasing people who could not see your value. It forced you to confront wounds you kept hiding beneath distractions and noise. And slowly, quietly, you started becoming someone new. That transformation does not happen overnight. It happens in small moments nobody sees. In the mornings, you choose to keep going despite feeling empty. In the nights, you resist falling back into old habits. In the silent decisions to protect your peace, even when loneliness tries to convince you otherwise. Growth often feels lonely before it feels empowering. And maybe you've been feeling that loneliness deeply lately. Maybe you feel disconnected from the world around you, like you're changing internally while everything outside remains the same. That feeling can be frightening, but it is also a sign that your soul is evolving beyond environments that no longer align with you. Not everyone is meant to grow with you. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Some people only knew the old version of you, the version that stayed quiet to avoid conflict, the version that accepted less than they deserved, the version that abandoned themselves just to feel loved. But you cannot continue betraying yourself just to keep others comfortable. Eventually, your spirit becomes tired of shrinking, and that exhaustion becomes the beginning of awakening. You start realizing that your worth was naive. There are moments in your life when the pain feels too heavy to carry. Moments when you wake up already tired, already overwhelmed, before the day has even begun. And no matter how hard you try to explain it, people only see the surface. They see your smile, your routine, the way you keep moving. But they do not see the quiet battles happening inside you. They do not hear the conversations you have with yourself late at night when the world becomes silent and your thoughts grow louder. They do not know how many times you have questioned your worth simply because life did not unfold the way you hoped it would. And maybe that is what hurts the most. Not just the pain itself, but the feeling that nobody truly understands it. You carry memories that still ache, disappointments that changed you, words that stayed in your mind longer than they should have. You try to let go. You try to move on. But some wounds do not disappear quickly. Some pain stays because it is trying to teach you something your comfort never could. Right now, it may feel like your life is falling apart in slow motion, like you're watching pieces of yourself break without knowing how to stop it. You wonder why things became so difficult, why you had to lose certain people, why some doors closed after you gave them your entire heart. You ask yourself what you did wrong. You replay moments again and again, hoping to find an answer hidden somewhere in the past. But what if this pain is not here to destroy you? What if it is here to prepare you? Because the truth is, the deepest transformations rarely arrive through peace. Most of the time, they arrive through pressure, through heartbreak, through confusion, through moments that force you to face parts of yourself you have ignored for years. Pain has a strange way of revealing what comfort hides. It exposes your fears, your attachments, your hidden strength. It strips away the illusion of who you thought you needed to be and slowly introduces you. That quiet resilience inside you matters, even if nobody praises it, even if nobody sees the emotional battles you fight privately. Every time you chose healing over bitterness, you were changing. Every time you walked away from what harmed your peace, you were changing. Every time you sat alone with your thoughts instead of running from them, you were changing. Transformation often happens invisibly before it becomes visible, just like seeds grow underground long before anyone sees flowers bloom. Right now, your life may feel uncertain. You may not know where things are heading. You may feel emotionally exhausted from carrying unanswered questions for too long. But uncertainty does not mean failure. Sometimes uncertainty is simply the space where new beginnings quietly form. You are not behind in life. You are in transition. And transitions are uncomfortable because they ask you to trust before you can fully see the outcome. They ask you to keep moving even when clarity has not arrived yet. That takes courage, more courage than most people realize. There is something powerful happening inside you during this season. Your priorities are shifting. Your awareness is deepening. Things that once distracted you no longer satisfy you the same way. You crave peace more than attention, depth more than surface-level connection, authenticity more than approval. That is not weakness. That is awakening. Your soul is becoming more honest about what it truly needs. And sometimes that honesty changes everything. You begin noticing how certain environments drain your energy, how certain conversations leave your spirit feeling heavy, how constantly abandoning your own needs leaves you emotionally empty. These realizations may feel painful at first because they force you to confront truths you try to avoid. But awareness is the beginning of freedom. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. And now, for the first time in a long time, you are finally listening to, and slowly, almost gently, life begins teaching you new things. You begin understanding that peace is more valuable than attention, that protecting your energy is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. That rest is not laziness. That slowing down does not mean failure. You stop rushing through life, trying to arrive somewhere, and begin noticing the beauty that has always existed around you. The morning light through your window, the calm feeling after deep honesty, the relief of no longer pretending, the healing power of simply sitting quietly with yourself. These small moments become sacred because you finally understand something most people never do. Life was never meant to be a constant performance. You were never meant to spend every moment proving your worth to the world. You were meant to experience your life fully, to feel it, to breathe it, to be present inside it. For so long, your mind may have lived in survival mode, always preparing, always worrying, always replaying the past or fearing the future. But awakening slowly pulls you back into the present moment. It reminds you that healing does not happen in the past. Peace does not exist in the future. Your life is happening here, now, in this breath, in this moment. And perhaps the most beautiful part of this journey is realizing that you were never as broken as you believed. You were overwhelmed. You were disconnected. You were carrying pain that was never meant to be carried alone. But broken? No. There's always been something whole inside you, something untouched by disappointment, rejection, heartbreak, or fear. Beneath all the noise, there is still a quiet light within you that has never gone out. Even during your darkest nights, it remained there waiting patiently for you to notice it again. That light is your truth, your essence, your soul. And the moment you reconnect with it, your entire relationship with life begins to change. You stop measuring your value by productivity.